Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. From a new name and look to an entirely new mobile app experience, big changes are happening here at BLOX Digital, formerly TownNews. I'm Cherry Wolf, Marketing Media Manager here at BLOX Digital. With me is Erik Tasaka, Applications Product Director. Erik, you want to give a little hello?
Hi, everybody.
Erik's here to dive into why you should upgrade to BLOX Mobile NX, our fully redesigned mobile news app today. Erik will highlight what's new and different about BLOX Mobile NX, show how readers can personalize their experience, tell us about all the new features available for multimedia, which is really my favorite part, and then help us all get started. Erik, I'm pretty excited about what's new.
I'm excited to show it off. Let's get started.
You ready to go?
Yep. Thank you, Cherry, for that introduction. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I'm very excited to present the latest BLOX Digital product. This is something that me and my team have been working on for some time. It is a completely redesigned, built from the ground up mobile app to help provide the best possible reading and viewing experience while helping you achieve your business goals. BLOX Mobile NX brings a fast and responsive experience to the devices your readers use every single day. Since this product is built from the ground up, we have been able to take full advantage of some of the specific system features for audio, video, and accessibility, which I'll touch on in detail. The way readers consume content within the app will be radically different than before in the ways we present and display content for audio, video, articles, and e-editions. For those who want to use paywall and federate their content, we have built-in support for Audience Plus and access control. To go one step further, if you're interested in giving your readers a one-click, easy way to sign up and subscribe, we offer support for in-app purchase through the Apple and Google stores. Now that we've talked about a little bit what's new, let's check out how it looks. So the first thing that your readers could see when they open BLOX Mobile NX for the first time is our suite of onboarding screens. So these screens will appear the first time a person either downloads or upgrades to BLOX Mobile NX. And all of these screens, the point of them are to highlight the features within the app. So we have a screen for notifications, for weather, login, and a couple other ones. All of these screens are optional. So on a per site basis, you can select which ones you want to use and enable, and then configure them based on your marketing and branding guidelines. So the titles that you see at the top, the descriptions below them, and the images, as well as the call to actions above the the dark blue buttons and the light blue buttons, those are all configurable as well. To the user, these screens are skippable, so there's no action that required. So if you have 3 screens, let's say login, notifications, and weather, someone just wants to get straight to their content, they can skip through all of it. And it's really easy to get into the meat of the app, which we'll take a look at on the next slide. So once they get past the onboarding screen, if those are enabled, they'll get straight to the content. We have this beautiful stream of your assets. So these are pulling from BLOX assets stored within the CMS, being controlled by search queries. This is incredibly easy to set up. And if you've already set up a BLOX site within the CMS, you already know how to set up the app. We have different card types, tens of different card types. So in the screenshot on the left, you can see we have a card that goes edge to edge. We have ones that are a little bit smaller, where you have the image and the headline, some that just have headlines. Specific cards for audio and video, as well as weather, which we'll see in a little bit. Like the onboarding prompts, these are all configurable to your preferred style and coloring. And by clicking them, they will take the user to a specific piece of content. So BLOX NX is built to support notifications. Push notifications are a great way to get your users into the app by keeping them engaged, sending interesting headlines that call them to action to open the app. And then once they're in the app, of course, they'll continue to read content. BLOX Mobile NX is integrated to work with our notifier product, which has the ability to trigger notifications automatically based on keywords, flags, and a few other criteria, as well as the ability to manually push notifications. BLOX Mobile NX has the ability to recognize what topics the reader is subscribed to. So we support the ability to have multiple notification channels. And if a reader is subscribed to multiple notifications, they'll only receive one notification if they happen to be subscribed to, if they're subscribed to multiple topics and you send one notification, they'll only get that one. They won't get multiple dings. Support for e-edition as well. So if you're a BLOX e-edition customer, this is a fully 100% built-in experience within BLOX Mobile NX. This does not link off to the web, and there's no need to. This is a completely redesigned e-edition reading experience, which supports segmenting, multi-publication, and puzzle sections. Users can crop specific pages to share or print, and they also have the ability to print specific pages, so individual pages, or the full edition straight from the app if they have a printer connected. And the intent from this is to deliver the most enjoyable reading experience, and on a tablet, this looks fantastic. So the two screens on the left is our new article pages. So this is a mobile friendly. We also have full tablet support as well with BLOX Mobile NX. But these are our new article pages. Every article page is embedded with text-to-speech functionality, so readers can listen to the articles. At the bottom of every article, we have suggestions of more content to view. So we have 3 different sections, which are pulling from related content to the article they're reading. So based on either the additional assets that you made during the search queries or set up during the search queries, or keywords, or recently published articles that are closely associated. The article pages support all embeds that are being added. Those appear in line for audio, video, images, and so forth. Like I said, when we're talking about the asset feeds, on the right, we have a few different weather cards to supplement your asset feed. So we have hourly, daily, and a few other weather cards. And we have the ability to design a weather page. So you can create a hub for all your weather content. Within the home feed, we have a button, a nav bar button, which allows users to click and then be taken to this weather page that you design. And then that is designed just like any other section. So it's all configurable. You can put our weather cards, you can put your editorial content, videos, that sort of thing, and build kind of a hub for your weather content. So for photo collection specifically, we have a very well-designed experience for users to consume photos. It's presented in a photo stream, similar to something you would see on a social media application. So on the left, we have the images are presented with the title or the caption, if they're available. And then users can click on the image, and on the right, they'll get the full screen experience where they can enlarge and interact with the image. From there, they can either swipe left or right, and it'll continue through the gallery, or they can close it, return back to the feed where they can scroll up and down, or they can view it in a grid. And then the grid would take them back into the full screen experience. And then, of course, you could share bookmark within any article, not just within the photo collections. For those sites that want to federate and paywall their content, we have full support for BLOX Audience Plus and access control. Paywalls, so on the left, you can see our paywall. So this reader had hit the paywall, they get the please subscribe, and then a little bit more below that, and then an option to sign or subscribe. This paywall is configurable from access control, and it can be on, if you're familiar with access control, it can be changed depending on the rules that you have set up. If they hit subscribe, they'll be taken to the subscription page on the right. This is fully customizable, very similar in configuration to how our onboarding prompts are set up. So you can change the page cover, the title, the image, the description, and then all of your in-app purchases, in-app purchase offers will be shown. In-app purchases are sold through the Google and Apple Store, where they will take a cut. The cut depends on which store. And for any reader who does purchase an in-app purchase, they will be granted access to the web and app by default. So there's no need to worry about your readers purchasing and then not having access to the web. And then we also have full support for meter alerts, so you can notify readers when they're running out of free content. Another goal with BLOX Mobile NX is to empower readers and make them feel like their experience in their app within the app is personalized and tailored to what they want. We do this with a few different features. From any article or from the settings, users are able to adjust and set their own text size for reading with customized text sizes. We also support dynamic text on iOS. So if they have that set up, once they get into the articles, it'll take advantage of their text size. They can always turn that off and adjust it. They can also view their previously read articles within the app with reading history. And then we have a few other features, which I'll talk about in depth. So the first feature is our Your Stories tab. This is one of the tabs that appears in the tab bar in the main view of the app. Readers can either customize this during onboarding if that prompt is set up, or from the page itself. So they'll be shown a list of topics. They'll be asked to choose which topics most interest them. And then based on those topics, we're building 2 different feeds using those topics. So the second image you can see, we have 2 sections. We have your daily 5 and then an asset feed below. So the way the daily 5 works is every 24 hours, based on the topics they selected, we make a search, find all the assets that they're interested in or that they may be interested in, and then we're selecting 5 random assets, articles, videos, collections based on that search and presenting it there. Every 24 hours, those will be repeated, and they'll never see the same asset in the daily 5 again. So one day they'll see 5, and then the next day they'll see 5 completely different ones. If they ever want to dive deeper into specific topics, we present all of their topic selections below. So we show 8 from each topic selected, and then they can always dive even more deeper if they want to see beyond 8 with a see more button. So sections is a tab within the tab bar in the main view. These sections are set up on a per site basis, and the point of these are to dive deeper into a specific section. Readers have the ability to favorite these sections. So on the left, this is where they would favorite them. So they see all the available different sections that you have set up. And then on the middle image, you can see this user really likes sports and local news. So those appear at the top of the section feed. And then we have an optional slider bar, which would appear on the home feed, where you can always have access to those specific favorite sections that you like. Lastly, if the site offers e-edition to the readers, you can enable the reading experience option. This is an onboarding prompt, but it's also configurable from the settings, and it's always changeable after the fact. So what this allows readers to do is select a primary tab. This tab is what the app opens to each session. So if I select e-edition, I will always be greeted with the e-edition. If I select newsfeed, I'll always be greeted with the main home asset feed. Like I said, this can always be changed after the fact. And for those people that prefer the e-edition experience, it's a great option to be able to switch between. Talking about specific types of content, multimedia is a crucial part of any content producer strategy, and readers and viewers love to watch or listen to content. To help present this type of content, we take full advantage of the system functionalities to offer the best experience for video and audio. So within BLOX Mobile NX, we have 3 different ways of presenting video. The first is inline. within the asset feed. So if you are using one of our multimedia blocks, the video asset will be shown inline. A viewer would click on this block, the video would start playing immediately in line. From there, they can either take it full screen and continue to enjoy it, or they can exit the app and then it will continue playing in picture, as you can see on the right, within the devices that support it. The second way is within articles. So when you have video assets, either the main asset or embedded assets, they'll appear either at the top or in line with the article. And then they work similar to how they work in the asset feed, where they'll start playing in line, and then the viewer can either take it full screen or they can take it picture. Closed captioning in Apple AirPlay is supported if available, either if the subtitles are provided or if an Apple device is able to be AirPlayed too. And then the third way that we have is with our improved video player. So this is based on a search query. This is a block that you set up based on a search query. You query different video content, and then it's presented in this horizontal slider that you can see on the top right. Once a viewer clicks on one of the items, they're taken to the video player where that selected video will begin to play. So they'll see the selected video at the top and then the additional assets within the block within that playlist below. Once the video that they selected has finished, the next one will play. And then they always have, viewers always have the option to shuffle or repeat the playlist with a few buttons shown there. For all videos, pre-roll ads are supported. And then just like video playlists, you can create audio playlists based on search queries. These can appear in horizontal sliders, very similar to the video content. So what happens is a listener would click on the audio asset, the global or a floating audio player would appear below, shown on the bottom of, in the bottom image. So the audio will begin to play. And then as they navigate through the app, so if they went to your stories or the section page, the audio player would continue to follow them. So they have full control over pausing or going to the next playlist. And then if they decide they want to leave the app, the audio will continue to play outside of the app. And then the audio can be controlled from the system function or from the system controls.
I think the audio is my favorite. I think that's going to be really cool.
That is very cool. Yeah, and I hope everybody enjoys that. So if you want to get...
Yeah, before we dive into questions, Erik, how do people get started?
Yeah, so if you're interested and you like what you see, you can contact your sales representative today. The only requirement for BLOX Mobile NX is to have a BLOX CMS integration. If you want to federate or paywall your content as well as meter, you need BLOX Audience Plus and access control. BLOX Mobile NX is available to new and current mobile app customers. And for those that are on BLOX Mobile NX, for customers that are BLOX Now app customers, when you upgrade, your users will get BLOX Mobile NX like any other version update. It will not require an additional download.
All right, we've got questions. First question, is BLOX Mobile NX the product formerly known as the Now app?
Yes, so this will eventually replace Now app. This is our new product. This is our new mobile product offering.
But it's not an upgrade. It is completely different.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see. Next question. Are the photo galleries and the app integrated for image sales, like with Photomoto?
So if the images are, if the photo collections are within BLOX CMS, there should be no issue.
So if they're for sale on the website, they're for sale in the app.
Oh, for sale. I'm not sure about that one. I'll have to get back to you.
Okay.
I'll make a note on that. What was it? Blocks or photo what?
Image sales.
Image sales. Okay.
Do you support other e-edition or paywall vendors?
We don't support other e-edition. You need to use BLOX e-edition. For paywall, different paywall vendors, you do need to have access control is the only way to do it. So if your paywall vendor is integrated into access control, yes. If not, then it wouldn't be supported.
And it's such a smooth integration with BLOX CMS that we really recommend BLOX Digital products.
Yep. It works exactly like the web, access control on the web. So if you're familiar with that, it's a very seamless and easy to understand way to set those up.
For in-app purchases, how much do they cost? That is based on what you set up for your packages, correct?
Yes. So when you go to set up in-app purchase, you can set them either up on a monthly or a yearly basis. And I believe there's some other things in between. And the pricing is up to you. But the cut that Apple or Google will take is consistent with it. Like if you charge, let's say $12 for a monthly purchase, Apple's going to still take the same that is still going to take the same cut as if you charge $3.
Do you have to have a paywall on the website to have one on the app? In our case, we don't have a paywall on our site, but we would like to use an app as a subscriber only perk. Can we limit the app to subscribers only?
Yes. So if you have access control, you would just set up your rules. So everything requires a login or a registration, and then you could set it up so subscriber only.
What out of the box analytics are integrated with BLOX Mobile NX?
Out of the box, we support Google Analytics, so Universal Analytics, as well as GA4.
Let's see. Oh, another subscription transaction question. Are all subscription transactions within the app interface subject to fees from Apple and Google?
At this time, yes.
But readers can go on the website and purchase an app subscription there if you offer it.
Yes, but you cannot advertise. You cannot advertise that readers can sign up for web subscriptions. You would have to do that through other means outside of the app. But
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to mention if readers have web logins, they do have access to the app. Those web logins will transfer and work with the app.
Is it possible to have some content free and other content metered, just like on our site?
Yes. Yep. So that would just be a matter of setting up different access rules or access control rules. And then you can federate or paywall the content very similar to how you have it on the web. Based on keyword, asset type, or flags.
There's a lot of great questions. Thank you, everyone. There's quite a few questions about ads. How do ads integrate with the app? Are there ad positions available?
Yeah, so in addition to the pre-roll ads that we have for video, we have advertisements in line within the article. We have a sticky ad that's shown at the bottom of asset feeds as well as the bottom of the e-edition reader. And then we have we have ads that appear within the asset feed, which are controlled from BLOX CMS. You can do it on an interval basis, and we have different settings for those. We also offer an interstitial ad, so you're able to show an ad every, let's say, 3 articles that the viewer or that the reader has read, as well as a launch screen ad.
All right. Can you add email newsletter signups to the sign up experience?
No, not at this time. We do have the ability. It's on a per site basis, but if your site is configured to support it, we have the ability to offer newsletter sign up within the profile and settings screen. There is no onboarding prompt at this time, but that is a good item. I can add that to our roadmap, and we can look into that.
Speaking of the roadmap, what other product features do you have on the roadmap coming that you'd like to tell people about?
That's a good question. My mind's going to blank.
Okay.
I can.
There's so much now that getting a sense of what's here.
Yeah.
Is we'll have to give a roadmap update in the future.
Yeah, and this is an evolving product. So, I mean, the features that you see here, in a month, there's going to be 5 new ones. So, I would keep an eye out for release notes to see what we're adding.
All right, let's see. A couple questions about how much is the upgraded version with Audience Plus for access control. I would recommend you reach out to your sales rep. They can give you more specific information about your site and what you need to do for that. Same as reaching out to your sales rep for pricing about the upgrade for this and for setting up a new site. It's specific enough that you'll want information for your specific site. Do
Agreed.
app analytics feed into data insights for a comprehensive view of website and app traffic?
Not at this time. That is something that is coming on the data insights roadmap, which I won't talk in detail. That's something that is planned, but there's no data at this time.
Back to the ads. Are the ads on the app from their local sites or are they national ads?
So we support Google Ad Manager. So however your ads are coming through there, whether they're local or programmatic.
Great. Let's see. So many good questions. If we have the Now app, will we automatically upgrade to BLOX Mobile NX?
So there is fees associated with upgrading. If you're talking for your readers, yes, once you purchase the upgrade, they will get the update, or they will get the upgrade automatically. There is a little bit of setup required before we can push it live to them, but yeah, it's a seamless experience to upgrade for readers and viewers.
There's a question about quiet times for notifications. Is that coming? Is that available?
Depending on the device, so either on iOS or Android, there is a way to do not disturb or to silence notifications. If you're talking specifically within the app, that's not something that we support. It is something that I could look at as a potential roadmap item, and then we can follow up from there.
Is ad placement handled through Google Ad Manager? I believe you said yes, it is. So however your ads are handled on your site is how it's handled on the mobile app?
Yes. So to set up the ads, you would provide those ad tags into the configuration within BLOX CMS for BLOX Mobile NX, and then Google Ad Manager will fill those positions if ads are available.
The reader history is an interesting feature. Does it include read later? Can people save articles to read at a later time?
So yes, they can save them for later. Those are two different features. So they appear in the same area, but we have a bookmarking option, and there's bookmark buttons on most of the pages where readers can save stuff for later and then they can find it.
When is the upgrade expected? BLOX Mobile NX is available now, correct?
Yes, yes. So you can contact your sales representative today and discuss pricing. And there is a wait list. So, depending on the demand, you might not get there is processing time that we need to get your app set up to discuss with you if there's any configuration changes you want to make between Now App and BLOX Mobile NX. But yeah, you can contact and purchase the upgrade today.
Once they're in the queue to be upgraded, do we have a rough timeline of how long it takes?
Yeah, so we're looking at around a month to get everything set up, but it definitely could take a little bit less time.
Is the background white now instead of black? That's a thing you can customize in your own site, right?
The background of the asset feed, that is all configurable. Yeah, so you can make it. You can make it pink if you want.
All right, and then we had the person that asked that question thought it was funny to make it pink. She says, "Thank you." Let's see. And then we had questions about if they can download a site to take a look at, and we actually have that. Everyone can try it today. You can download the Wisconsin State Journal, the Arizona Daily Sun, or OU Daily from Google Play or the App Store. So you can go take a look. Erik, anything you want to add?
If you want to check out the native e-edition, I definitely download Wisconsin State Journal or Arizona Daily Sun. Those are where you're going to see the e-edition experience. And then OU Daily is on our native app. They're using different card types than Arizona Daily Sun, so you can see a mixture of different configurations if you download more than one.
Great. Speaking of card types, is there a guide for the type of cards that shows? Oh, this is an analytics question. Can analytics be shown by card type?
Not at this time. That is something that we were looking to improving our analytics of how you can know which card types are most effective in click-through rate.
I believe we already answered this question, but just to clarify, is Audience Plus integrated with the it's integrated between the mobile and the website, so the meter counts for subscriptions are coordinated between?
No.
I think the question is, like, if I do 5 on the website, do I still get 5 on the app? And it sounds like they're separate.
Yes, yes. The meters are handled separately. They do not sync between the web and the app.
So what you could consider is having a lower meter on the app if you're finding that a lot of people are going around it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. If we don't upgrade now, will we eventually switch to the new app from BLOX Now app?
I can't say for sure at this time, but I think your readers would really love to have BLOX Mobile NX today. So I would definitely consider upgrading today. It's a huge difference in terms of experience, of speed, reliability compared to the Now app.
All right. So access control for the site and the app are independent, it sounds. Yes. Yes, they're independent.
Yes.
It's kind of a bonus for people who download your app. Like, here, you can have a couple more.
And you can run the rules differently as well. Like, you don't have to have the same rules on the web that you have on the app.
Great. Contact your sales rep to get information about pricing for the upgrade. And for new apps, they can give you all the details for that. I believe that's all the questions that we got. This would count as a free upgrade for end users when it just is treated like an update if you already have an existing BLOX Now app, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I believe that's all the questions we have. Thank you, everyone. Is there
Thank you. Great
documentation
question.
for this?
So we are in the process of updating the help site with documentation. Right now, there isn't, but in the coming weeks, you should see that you should see some documentation for BLOX Mobile NX.
All right. Speaking of documentation, you can find that at help.bloxdigital.com. And if you've got it bookmarked, you might want to update your bookmark, but it should still work. You can get support at 1-800-293-9576 or bloxdigital.com/support. You can also find information about sales reps on our website, bloxdigital.com. And if you're not sure, just call support and they'll get you to the right person. We're also wanting everybody to follow us on LinkedIn. We've been posting a lot of great information there about our new rebrand, about who we are, about the mobile app. You'll see lots of great information there. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube if you search for BLOX Digital. Erik, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my team who worked incredibly hard on this. I hope everybody loved it. And I look forward to hearing from some of you. I hope everybody upgrades today.
I'm excited about it. I think it's really cool. And with that, thank you so much for your time, Erik. It was a great presentation and very informative, and we'll see everyone next time. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.